Hey guys, so today we have a 2020 Toyota CHR and we're gonna remove front and rear. I have to tint these windows, so I wanna get below these seals here. So it's fairly simple on these cars. We're gonna go ahead and remove a little cover here, and then we're gonna remove the switch. It should have a couple bolts there, and then we should be able to pull on the panel. I believe these two pieces are separate on this car. So let me go ahead and bring you in and let's get started. Okay, so we want to get behind here, get our little screwdriver behind the panel and just pry it like that. It comes off really easily. Okay, from here. Put it in, snap it right back into place, put it back. Then we have a Phillips screw. I'm going to take that off. That. Next, we want to take the switch off. So we want to go right here where the material is. If you have a plastic tool, it's fine. If you have a screwdriver, just try to make sure you push down on the material and slide underneath it, and hopefully you don't dent anything. So you want to kind of pull up like that. It should just pop up. There's a clip here, and then it has two harnesses here. Just push down, release, push down, release. And then it has two screws right here. One there. One there. And now pretty much we're ready to take the panel off. Now, if you slide your hands down here, you'll see that there's like a little area where you can get your fingers in there. You usually pull like that. And then just kind of pull your way around. Anywhere you have seams, you want to make sure that you grab both sides and pull, because sometimes the panel can separate on you if you don't. Okay. I don't remember if these ones have. Just kind of lift up a little bit, and it releases it from there, and it releases it from there where there has two clips there. Probably pull on it. It seemed easier if I just kind of lifted it a little bit and it kind of came off. I'm gonna go ahead and bring you around, and then I'm gonna go ahead and take off the handle for you. So once I've already pulled the panel from here, we're gonna go ahead, and there's two ways to take this off. We can either pull the cables like that, take them out of the sockets. That's one option. Or the other option is you can actually pull the whole piece off of here. Yeah. So there's a clip here. It just pulls. If you pull hard enough on it, it will pop off. It doesn't look like you have to push on anything. Second, let me pull this off real quick. I usually pull the cables off just because it's a little bit easier than pulling this off. In some instances, I will pull this off. It snaps in right here, and it snaps in on that side. It just snaps in. Yeah, just like that. Needs a little pressure. There's like a little clip right there. Most of them didn't have a clip before on this area. These new ones are coming like that, so you could just pull like that and then pull away like that. So I'm tinting the windows on this car, so I do need to get this seal out of here, and then this thing would just lift up. Sometimes this part falls off and just slides in. It comes out just like that. Put it back in. It goes back in the same way. Now I'm gonna tint these. These are hard to get to. Sometimes when these pieces are in here, they're pushing up against the rubber, it makes it hard to slide the film behind here. So you could just pull these off, and then that way now, look at that. I have a lot of space now to put my film and stuff. These are generally hard because they're really hard to get in there. And with this thing pushing on there, you can't get your film in there. It's just two clips, so piece of cake. Now the back doors are pretty similar. It's just a different style of switch. We're gonna go ahead and take the little cover off. There should be a screw there. We're gonna go in here and pull this off. Obviously this has a cup holder, so this will come up. Should be a couple bolts there. And then we're gonna make sure to take this piece off of here. I think this sits on top of here, so we do need to get behind here with like a plastic tool. I would usually just try to pull it and then put my plastic tool behind it and then pop it off. So I'm gonna start there, and then we'll go here. Just like the front one, we're gonna go behind here. Now, like again, if you have a flat screwdriver, or if you have like a plastic tool, if you can get your plastic tool in there. Sometimes you can't get them in there. I'm gonna get you away just for a second. Usually I use like a little flat screwdriver like that. get in there, take that off. Sometimes you can't get the tool because it's too fat. So you can't get it in there. So it's going to be a little bit more difficult. Let's see if I could might be able to get behind here. Yeah. Start from the back. Kind of try to gradually pull it all up together. There it goes. Pulls up. Clip here and a clip there. So there's one here and one there. And then we're just going to go ahead and unplug the harness. And then there's two Phillips screws, one here, one here. I mentioned before, there's a piece here. I'm not sure if it sits on top or on the bottom of this. So let's see. Looks like it might sit on top. Not sure. So it has one clip right there where it's like the hardest. And then it's got these that just kind of snap into there and there. So we pull that off. It actually has two screws right there, so we do have to pull that off. One there and one there. Put those separately. I'm gonna get them confused. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna run our hands down here. There's an opening right here. Pull kind of hard. Remember, everywhere there's a seam, try to get both sides of the panel. There. I'll swing you around and disconnect it, but it should be the same as the front. So we're gonna kind of lift up on the panel a little bit to finish popping it off. I think you can see me right here. So I'm just gonna disconnect the cables. I'm just gonna pull them away from me. And there you go. And then if you were tinting the back windows and you needed to remove this seal, a couple different pieces that we need to take off. So you could just pull up here, but I like usually removing everything. So just remove it all together. You put that back in, you put it back in like that. So pull that piece off and then just slide up. Go ahead and pull that out, move it out of the way. Get this ready for tinning. Once it's tinning, I'll start putting it back together. So we're gonna put the panel back together. I already tinted the window, so this piece has to go in first. This is where it kind of gets, it feels like it doesn't go in right, but this part right here where it's notched out goes right there. Goes just like that. And then this piece comes in here. And then you gotta kind of lift this part up. It's almost like it's gotta sit on top of it like that. It's weird. I don't know why they make it like that. All the other ones that I've ever seen aren't like this. So once we got that on, then we're gonna go ahead and put the cables back on, slide the wire through, and then snap the panel on. So remember, the green one goes on the bottom, so we're just gonna put the cable right here and snap it in, and then move the lock so you can get to the second one. Pop that in there and then lock it into place. Now I'm not bringing you into this because it's kind of pressed for time. So I got those two on there, and then I want to make sure to grab the window switch wire. Okay, now we're gonna kind of hook it because there's like a little lip here that has to be hooked on there. It has to hook on. Out of your way. It just hooks right there, and then it sits right there. Make sure you grab your wire again because it wants to fall back inside. And then we're just gonna snap all the way around. 2 screws up here. I'm gonna plug in the switch. Grab all our screws. So there's 2 up here, there's 2 Phillips. I believe the 3 that are here, this one, they're all the same size. And then the 2 silver ones are going to go down here. Get our switch, line it up, should snap right into place. Their little cleaner that they had there. And then this piece just snaps into place. Get it in here, make sure it snaps in place. Okay, so now we're gonna put the door panel back on here. First thing we wanna do is put this little panel off that we took off. If you didn't take yours off, then it's no big deal, but this one I took it off to tint the window. It was much easier to do that way. Next thing we do is we're gonna put in our little sweep here. Goes in from the left side, snaps in there just like that. I'm gonna unplug the switch for a minute. Get the door panel. And we're gonna go ahead and put the cables back on there. The green one goes on the bottom. Put it in the ball socket, snap it into place. Same thing with the lock button. Let's grab our cables and grab those. And then we're gonna line up these clips right here, like that. Pretty easy. 2 screws there, 1 there. The silver ones go down here. Black one goes up here. Get the little cover. Put the front side in first. Make sure it snaps in. And then lastly, put your switch in. The white one goes on the gray, and then the black goes with the black. And then what we're going to do is we're going to line this up. That's into place. And pretty much done. Now I'll put my do not roll down because I can't roll down for 3 days. So that pretty much does it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.